Next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Yello Racing Series brings us to the South Boston Speedway in South Boston, Virginia, home of the Burton brothers, Jeff and Will Burton. But we're here today for running of the South Boston 300 Mello Yello Racing Series event. And here's starting line for this running event. On the pole, it's number 11, Jessica Shelton. She's, I think, won twice this season. And she's alongside number 25. That is, I think, Phil Parker and number 25, Fast Fair Oldsmobile. So, starting row 2, I believe, is going to be Kyle Matthews in car 52, the H.G. Delco Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside number 1, Keith Batson, I think, short track racer out of stay in Maine, so he's alongside. And third row, I think we'll have number 44, Johnny Gardner, and number 8, Sebastian Kukulon, whatever the heck name that is. Going to the fourth row, we have Chloe Owen. I think that's her best qualifying run for her this season, I think. She ain't run well this year, but we'll see. She'll be alongside number 59. I think that's Ryan Brahmer and his Oldsmobile. Going to the fifth row, we'll have Nathan Hudson, car number 60. He's on the inside of the next row. He's alongside 75, Jacob Sturgeon, in his Food Country Oldsmobile. So, yeah, that's top 10 racer here. Top 10 for this race here at South Boston Speedway here. Back to my normal voice. Going to row number 6, we'll have Kev Sheeran, car 38. He's in the Ford Credit Fast Red Cover Release Ford Fusion, or Ford Thunderbird, excuse me. He'll be alongside number 48. That's Mitchell Collins in the South America Oldsmobile. Next row down has Cole Deaver, who's the points leader coming into this event in the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Quit. And he'll be alongside car number 99, Jesse Turner, in the Armor Food Lion 4 Chevrolet. He won the last race of the tour at Dover. Next row down is Paul Minnick in car number 46, the Polaroid Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car 45. It is Joshua Michaels in the Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. Next round is 08 Charles Sanford in the DeWalt Tool Chevy, and he'll be alongside the FDV Brake Chevrolet car number 9 of Austin Colano. Next round is Emmanuel Hartnett, number 5, the Innkeeper Buick, and number 21 Shearwine Ford of Quentin Moore. Next round has car 15 Justin Dearborn, and number 31, that is Carson Gum, on the outside. Next row has number 92, Nathan Ormond, and number 63, Joshua Osborne. And the next row down after that will be car number 6, Levi McIntyre, the Russell's Discount Source Buick. He'll be alongside car 27. It is the car of Carter Friesen, the Gwaltney Big 8 Chevrolet. Next row down, Rob Evans in number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 72, John Andrews in the Detroit Gasket Oldsmobile. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young in the DuPont Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside car number 20. It is Jeremiah Dwayne. Dylan, by the way, has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Next row down, William Brock in number 4, the Kodak Film Chevy. He'll be alongside 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford, Kat Benson. She has her second in-car camera. And our third one just happens to be lies in Seth Cole's car 32, the Nestle Crunch Pontiac. He'll be alongside car 7. It is Dustin Boland, who had a pretty good run at Dover. Next row down, Gene Sanford, number 34, the Hungry Jack Pillsbury Buick. She'll be alongside car number 03, Arthur Xavier in the Delco Voyager Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 36, Ryan George in the Cox's Dry Treated Lumbers Pontiac. He'll be alongside car number 0, the Magic Market Skull Classic Oldsmobile of Jacob Thibodeau. Next row down is car number 87, is James Henry, the Texas Pete Sauce Chevy, and alongside of him will be car 01, Jackson Haywood in the Carolina Ford Norris Ford, and starting shotgun will be car 40, Julius Anderson in the PRX style Ford. So you have so combining the front row, we have two two-time winners this season, combining for 4 victories. Jessica Shelton won this season at Daytona and also at Darlington. And then Bill Parker won this season at Rockingham and Atlanta. Here comes the command to fire him up here at South Boston.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
That's the way to get it going here. And by the way, it's ladies and gentlemen, because there's a woman on the front row on the pole for this event. Anyway,
the field goes through turns 1 and 2. We are down to the final 4 races. It'll be 4 races to go after this season. After this race ends, by the way, here, as the field comes off turn number 2. This is the second shortest track on the circuit. We were on the shortest earlier this season at Hickory Speedway. This is the second shortest at only 0.4 of a mile in length. As the field comes off corner number 4, and the green flag is out, and we're underway, I believe, here at South Boston. And what in the world has happened on the pole sitter there? She was way behind on the start. Phil Parker got a pretty good jump here, and I think, Phil Parker, I think, is being black flags for Jessica Shelton. Now, leads this race, Kyle Matthews second, and then going to third, I believe it's Keith Batson, car number 1, and he's in the battle with Chloe Owen, 55. I don't know what in the world is going on here with Phil Parker. He got a monstrous jump on the field. That's he got black flag for this race, and then number 25, he's going to make up a lot of laps and hope for a couple of caution flags to fly here. Back to my normal voice again. Keith Batson is sliding back in the number 1 Baby Ruth Ford as he now lost third position to Chloe Owen, and now Johnny Gardner's at the 4th. 5th position is now Nathan Hudson. Kev Shearer, who won his season at IRP in the 38 car, he's running now in 6th position. Behind him is the championship leader, Cole Deaver, car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He won the season 4 times. He won both Bristol races. He also won Richmond. He also won the first race at Darlington. Jessica Shelton, by the way, won the 2nd race over there earlier this season, holding off Deaver in that event. And now look at Chloe Owen. Look to the low side of Kyle Matthews. I tell you what, I don't know what's, and I tell you what, Chloe coming into this event, she was way back, I think, 34th in the points coming into this event. And she is having a pretty darn good run here today. Her best finish this season was a 5th. That coming at Talladega, the first race at Talladega this season. So Chloe with up the 2nd position now, behind pretty much the top queen of NR racing, Jessica Shelton. But Chloe's also got another one of the best right there behind her. That's the 60 car Nathan Hudson in the Winn-Dixie 40s up the 3rd position. Matthews running in 4th. Paul Minnick up the 5th position in the Polaroid Chevrolet. Shear's running 6th position. 7th position is Charles Sanford. 8th is Justin Dearborn. 9th is Emmanuel Hartnett. And about over 10th between Johnny Gardner and Cole Deaver in this event. Levi McIntyre moving his way through the field very nicely in the 6th machine. He's running up, and he's up to I think it's now the I think it's at the 10th or 11th, something like that. And the number 6 Roses Buick. It's up to 11th spot. He gets by now gets by Emmanuel Hartnett for position. Dylan Young in the number 2 DuPont Chevrolet. Riding inside with Dylan. He's running in 15th position right now. He and Seth Cole both working their way up to the field here. And now from inside Seth Cole's machine, the number 32 Nestle Crunch Pontiac. This short track here at South Boston, a little bit demanding, and not quite as demanding as like say Bristol, but still, Seth really fighting that car there coming off the 2nd corner. Gene Sammer's gone by him. Now Phil Parker in 25 has gone by him in the Bass Fair Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Here a blue and white car's going out. Here's Sebastian Kukalon up there now in the number 8 car. He's having a pretty good. He's moving his way up the field as well. Actually, after having dropped back a little bit, that's the TIC Financial Oldsmobile he's driving. A lot of Oldsmobiles in the field here, by the way, in this field, but also a lot of Chevrolets in the field as well too. GM, obviously the most trusted car as far as V6 racing is concerned. Because back in the day, GM had a lot of research and development with the 6-cylinder programs as opposed to the Ford Motor Company. And oddly enough, Chevrolet was not the car of choice in Busch Grand National at one time. At one time, it was actually Buick that was actually the car of choice, believe it or not. Because Buick was pretty much out of the GM manufacturers. Buick was pretty much the kings of V6 racing engines. Not only in NASCAR, but also in drag racing as well. They're mainly the main use of V6 Buick racing engines and drag racing was mainly in the sportsman categories as well. Cole Deaver now dropping back a little bit. Emmanuel Hartnett's gone by him now, so move Emmanuel up to 14th position, Deaver back to 15th. As the field is still being led by Jessica Shelton by the number 11 car. She still leads the race here, and now Deaver's still dropping back. And almost 3-1 between him, Thibodeau, and Sebastian Koch go on, and they're very close between each other. The 0 and the 8 cars there, and that was a plenty close deal between those two cars. But Thibodeau does get position. I think that's going to clock Thibodeau now in the 15th spot, and up ahead of him again, Emmanuel Hartnett in 14th. Gene Simber running 13th. Justin Dearborn with a pretty good run right now, running in 12th position. 11th is Charles Sanford. And Dylan Young up to the 10th position after starting a little bit in the middle, about the middle of the pack. Up ahead, Nathan Orman right now trying to take 8th position away from Johnny Gardner as they come off turn number 4, and plenty close between the 92 and the 44 cars. Paris Chevrolet is going at it. Levi McIntyre runs in 7th position. 6th is Paul Minnick. 5th is Kev Shearer. 4th right now is Nathan Hudson. Kyle Matthews now has moved up to 3rd position. Chloe Owen running in 2nd position, and again the leader is Jessica Shelton. So two ladies in the top 2 spots right now. And Chloe finding out real quick why they call Jessica Shelton the Queen of NR, because Jess is running very strong right now, looking for her 3rd victory of the season. As we mentioned, she won the Goodies 300 at Daytona. She also won the 2nd stop at Darlington, the Baja Blast 200. Now she's starting to catch the tail end of the pack here. Kat Batson is the last place car running right now in 40th position. Actually, she's next to last, excuse me. She is there actually fat because Phil Parker is actually 1 lap down. He is in 41st position. So he's the only car not on the lead lap in this race. So Kat Batson leads actually not really leads, but now she's actually now gotten by James Henry. So I was talking about Parker, the only car a lap down. Julian Sanderson, Carter Prieston running up there. So it's the Arthur Xavier and the 03. They're all quickly being caught by the leader, Shelton. Of course, we know in short track racing, though, the leader of the race there usually, when the leader catches the lap traffic, though, that usually spells trouble for leaders because you don't know how quick he or she's going to get through the traffic. And there is Jess right now, the number 11 car. She's got a 1 second advantage over Chloe Owen right now, who's in the, and Chloe actually has got quite a advantage for herself over another one of the best, Kyle Matthews, in 52. Matthews has had a pretty solid season so far. He won 3 times this season. He won at Michigan. He also won at Charlotte, and he also won on the road course at Watkins Glen this season, the only road course stop of the season. And what was a classic battle between him and Jessica Shelton coming down to the checkered flag in that race there, where Matthews eventually held her off by about a half a car length in that event. Just about halfway through this event now, 60 as we're now 32 in the books and 32 to go in a 64 lap race. A very short race here at South Boston. I think I should have made this a 75 lap race or something like that. I should have probably made it that way, but anyway. But Shelton running as a leader, but here comes Chloe because she is closing up as Shelton has now caught lap traffic in the form of Arthur Xavier in the 03 Dolco Voyager Chevy. So Fords have 4 of the top 5 spots right now. The only exception being Kyle Matthews in 3rd in the Chevrolet. But now here we go. As we mentioned, this all depends on how well the leaders get through the traffic now. As opposed to the 2nd place car, Chloe shooting way up the track in the 55 car. Now here comes Kyle Matthews to the low side as he now tries to close up on the 55 Luxair Ford. Shelton coming in his race. Shelton came in his race, I believe, 6th place in the points coming in this race. I think she was either 6th or 7th coming in this race. Matthews, I believe, was not far behind her points-wise. Now getting by a very frustrated Jesse Turner. He is, and Jesse coming off a big victory at Dover in the 99 machine, and he is now running, but way back in 38th position here at South Boston. He is not having a really good run as well. He's got by a couple of cars though, so he's now up to 36 at the moment. So Jesse Turner still in the lead lap, barely, because Shelton's close to him. And another guy you expect to be up there on the short tracks, but not quite, is Keith Batson. He's in 34th position right now, I think that's 33rd. But up ahead of him in 31st is the points leader, Cole Deaver. He is way back in the back. And here he comes low side of Joshua Osborne, who's, I believe, second or third, I believe is second place in the points coming in. And Cole wanted to put the bumper to that Nescafe Pontiac. Cole saying, out of the way, I got a championship to win, and maybe a few positions to pick up as well. And Cole, a hard charger, no question about that, much like his racing idol, Dale Earnhardt, which of course explains the paint scheme that Deaver usually runs. Now he goes low side of William Brock in the Kodak Chevrolet, the number 4 car, as he looks low on the track here. So Deaver up to 29th at the moment. Brock back to 30th. Brock will have a bank sponsor on his number 4 car next season in Castrol TTX Cup Series next season on his Chevy Monte Carlo, as the only season will be allowing the custom schemes. Joshua Osborne will be driving the City Chevrolet Walmart car on his car number will be 20, and may very much exactly like Cole Trickle's first Days of Thunder car. But meantime, Osborne's dropping back a little bit as you see Jesse Turner now going by. He's gone by Brock, he's gone by Osborne, but he knows he better step on him because here comes another red car, that big red number 11 of Jessica Shelton. And those lap cars have become her best friends now because Chloe Owen is about 6 cars behind Shelton at the moment. Chloe's still second place at the moment, and now Nathan Hudson's gone up to 3rd position in the number 60 machine as he has gone 3 laps between Keith Batson and Carter Friesen. And now here comes the 87, James Henry in this mix as well. The 87, 27, and 1 are all for position, by the way. Even though now they're all lapped down. Cab Shearer up to 4th position, and Kyle Matthews has dropped to 5th. And they come off turn number 2. So Shelton has lapped her way up to I think 30th place, I think, at the moment. Yeah, she's lapped up to 31st at the moment. So Shelton in the 11 Budweiser Chevrolet Budweiser Ford, running pretty strong. And that Budweiser car was a Chevrolet at one time, and that when it was number 11. So we come off turn number 2 here. Shelton has now got, it'll be 12 to go this time by. There's Chloe Owen. She's still a second position in the number 55 machine. If she holds on, it'll be her best finish of the season. Mentioned her best was a 5th. That coming in the first race at Talladega. There's Nathan Hudson running in 3rd position. He's up on the high side now, so he could be in danger of losing a spot to Kyle Matthews in the 52 machine, as he's gotten back by the 38 car of Kev Shearer. Matthews running in 4th, Shearer running in 5th, Nathan Orman right. Actually, no, Paul Minnick's running in 4th, Kev Shearer. Matthews running 5th, Kev Shearer 6th, and Nathan Orman running in 7th position right now at the moment. Matthews right now running nearly 4 seconds behind the leader at the moment. Ten laps to go here at South Boston. It'll be 9 to go this time by for the number 11 car, Jessica Shelton. She started from the pole. It's led every lap so far. Kat Batson is now up to the 31st position right now, as Shelton trying to get by Ryan Brommer in 30th. Battle up ahead right there. There's Carson Gum, low side of Ryan George in the 36th. There's 36th car. Carson Gum in the 31 Channel Lock Oldsmobile. And Cole Devers actually picked up a couple spots. He's out at the 26th position right now. Remember last time we talked about him, he was running about 30th or 31st. Up ahead of him, Jeremiah Dwayne in the 20 car, and 48 Mitchell Collins. Up in his pack, a pair of Oldsmobiles in there in that bunch. Meantime, Shelton up the high side. She has got now 5 laps to go. She's up on the high side of the track, but luckily for her, so is Chloe Owen in the 55 car. 4 to go. Paul Minnick has made his way up to the 3rd position now, and now Paul is trying to challenge Chloe for that 2nd position. Come off turn number 4. 3 to go. Minnick in the 46 car, Chloe in the 55 car, Ford versus Chevy. This back of cars, Chloe still can't get off the high side, and it's cost her a little bit as Minnick now takes 2nd place. Chloe trying to. There's a hole down there. There's a hole down there. Nope. Osborne now shuts that hole closed on Chloe Owen's car, and now meantime Jessica Shelton seems the white flag. She has 1 lap remaining in the South Boston 300. She holds a 2-second advantage over Paul Minnick at this moment. She started from the pole. She won Darlington this season. She also won Daytona, and now she gets 1 on a short track. Jessica Shelton wins the South Boston 300 here in South Boston, Virginia. 2nd place goes to Paul Minnick with a great performance, and 3rd, her best finish of the season, Chloe Owen. 4th position will go to Dylan Young. Kev Shearer 5th, Kyle Matthews 6th, Nathan Orman 7th, Levi McIntyre 8th, Jacob Thibodeau with a nice run, finishing 9th. And 10th will go to Johnny Gardner, averaging 92.921 miles an hour. As Jessica Shelton takes the Budweiser Ford to victory lane at South Boston Speedway. So 25 races are down and 4 races are left to go, and we'll go to Charlotte Motor Speedway next on the tour for the running of the All Pro Auto Parts 300. And here's the finishing order here. We gave you the top 10 already. Nathan Hudson comes home 11th. Dustin Boland with a nice run, finishing 12th. 13th will go to Charles Samper. 14th, Justin Dearborn. 15th will go to Joshua Michael. Sebastian Kukulon comes home 16th. Gene Samper 17th. 18th will go to Austin Colano. Emmanuel Harton at 19th. And from 40th to 20th goes Jackson Haywood. A great performance for him in that 01 Carolina 4-Doors Ford. So good. So pretty much one of the big mover-uppers in this field. And I tell you, there's a lot of racing here at South Boston. I may consider bringing this back for Castrol sometime in the near future, or running maybe a future short track series with it. Anyway, Rob Evans comes home 21st, John Andrews 22nd, Seth Cole 23rd, Mitchell Collins 24th, championship leader Cole Deaver 25th, and that's going to Deaver and Osborne both finishing in the back. Charles Sammer may move up to 2nd place in the points, actually, possibly in that 13th place run. So we'll see how the points look like at the end of the video here. Carson Gum 26th, Jeremiah Dwayne 27th, Jesse Turner 20th. A disappointment for him after coming out of a big victory at Dover. Ryan George 29th, Julius Anderson 30th, Kat Batson 31st, and Ryan Brommer was the last car in the lead lap in 32nd position. William Brock 33rd, and Quentin Moore, Arthur Xavier, Carter Friesen, Joshua Osborne 2nd place in the points, comes home 37th in this race. James Henry 38th, Keith Basman a disappointing 39th. Jacob Sturgeon 40th, and Phil Parker, who started outside of the front row, ends up dead last after jumping the start on Jessica Shelton in this race. So that will do it here today at South Boston Speedway in the South Boston 300. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NRS's gaming videos, whatever president of the NNSCRA technical desires for his channel. We also got some NR online races on this channel as well. And be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series, including the including the Pedigree Xfinity series, the Duracell Cup series, which season 3 has already started. By the way, so you might want to check that out as well. And also the NNSCRA Budweiser All Pro Series from Michael Norman, and if you want to keep up on the NNSCRA Marble Studios Cup Series, be sure to subscribe to ThrashManiac99's channel, and he'll get you going on that series as well. Some of the best offline stuff's under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you'll not regret checking those races out, checking this channel out neither. So so that's the story from South Boston Speedway. Congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, the winner of the South Boston 300. If you like, and for now, James Qualls. For now, this is James Qualls. And this has been a production on the NNSCRA Offline Racing Ice Basketball. Say at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What up from South Boston, Virginia? Wait a minute. Actually, I'm not from South Boston. I'm from Moorhead, Kentucky, for Pete's sake. Anyway, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We'll see you at Charlotte.